Hi everyone, so I am a couple days late making the video because Tuesday got very hectic with people arriving. We had a lot of things to get ready, plus we had the doctor appointment, and then ever since then there's been people here and I haven't been able to make a video. So I wanted to let you know that the appointment went well. We got there, it was a new doctor out of the practice, so that makes number 3. That means that I've seen all the doctors in the practice now. And basically it was just like an informational appointment. We got to ask a bunch of questions, and then he did an echo, he checked, he also gave me my FSH results, so the echo was, like, the sonogram was fine, checked my lining, it was 4.8, and this was cycle day, let's see, this was cycle day 24, so it's 4.8. It's pretty thin, but that's normal for being on the pill, so I had expected that. And then my ovaries were totally, like, silent, as he said. They are totally quiet, they're asleep, which is exactly what we wanted. So yeah, it's exciting. Today I'll take pill number 28. And then I'm done for 4 days. I won't be taking anything. And how do I know that? Because I got this. I got this, which is my schedule, right? This is my med schedule. What I'm going to be taking in the next few days. And I also got this. I got all the meds already. So I'm going to be on an agonist cycle, right? And I am starting, in retrospect, it was kind of silly for me to think that I'd be starting stims right away, because they do want you to have some bleeding, so some withdrawal bleeding, hopefully. So I'll take my last pill today, and then I'll go 4 days nothing. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday nothing, and then on Wednesday, on day 5, which is the 15th, I'll start taking my first shot, which is gonapepto or decapepto. It's the same one, and I get 7 shots, and I'm going to be taking these shots from day 2 to day 7. Oh, sorry, from day 1 of the treatment, which is day 5 of my cycle. From day 1 to day 7, I'll be taking this. And starting on day 3, so after I've already taken 2 of these shots, I don't know if you can see, but the syringes are loaded already. We just have to, like, get the air out, and it's a subcutaneous shot, so basically any fleshy area will do, the tummy mostly. They did tell me that this one stings, and they have recommended that we take medications out of the fridge about a half hour before injecting them, because the colder they are, the more they will sting. So I'm not looking forward to this one very much. It's 7 days of that. And then starting on day 2 or 3, sorry. So after I've already had 2 shots, I'm starting with Gonal-F. And Gonal-F is a pen, and you have the needles that come separately. And this is a dose of 300. So you can see there, 300. So I got 7 dosages. Did I? No more. Yeah, I got 7 dosages because that's what I'm supposed to be taking right off the bat, right? So you just twist this thing, right? You get it to 300, and then it's like a diabetic pen. You push this out, and then you go in there. And the needles are here, these things, you just put them in. She showed us how, but I'm not going to waste a perfectly good needle just to show you. So that's that. And then on cycle day, when is this? On the 22nd, right? So wait, that is... Yeah, on the 22nd, I have my appointment with the doctor. Or no, which day is it? Yeah, on the 22nd, I have an appointment with the doctor in the afternoon for my first monitoring appointment, sorry. And that's why my schedule only goes to there. It's because depending on what they see on that day, I'm going to get monitored, and then my meds my dosages might change. So, yeah, and that's what I got. I got one Gonalef of 300, and then I got another one of 900, which means there are 3 dosages in here because I have to take 300 IU. So that's it. Covered till the day of my appointment on the 22nd. So this is all still very surreal. Like, I have the medicine in my fridge, and it still feels all like very weird. But yeah, it's. They told me to start with the shots on day 5, regardless of whether or not I've bled or how much or whatever. You just start with the medication. My FSH was normal. It was 2.44, so that's normal for my age, and that's why they started me with like the standard average dose. If my reading had been too high or too low, then they would have changed it a little bit. But we're just starting with the regular dosage. Then we went through a bunch of other questions that I had because we have all these forms to fill out, right? About freezing and thawing and what would happen and how long they keep the embryos, if there's anything to freeze, and I had all these questions. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm not sure. The government here, because of course, well, don't forget you're getting a lot of money, this is covered, so they have kind of like a say in like how many embryos you get to transfer and all that. So because of my age, because I'm young and all that, I only get to transfer 1 embryo back, right? And I'm perfectly fine with that. I'd have a really tough time deciding whether we put back 1 or 2 or what, so I'm actually very thankful that the decision has been taken out of my hands. And then the first 2 tries for people in my age lot, it's one embryo gets transferred back, and as of the 3rd try, depending on the quality of the embryos, you get two or whatever. Then another thing to consider is that embryos always get frozen in pairs, and that's when I asked, like, let's say fresh cycle doesn't work, we go to a frozen embryo transfer, and we have 2 frozen, let's say. And then we thaw out, and both of them thaw out well, and both of them could potentially be transferred. Then you can decide, even if you're in my age lot, to put back 2, which I think that we would. If we were at that stage, I think we would. Now, the doctor did say you could freeze it back, but the chances like of that embryo being viable are, of course, lowered every time that you freeze it and thaw it, and you don't know, there are no guarantees that it will thaw out. So we talked about that. They only keep your embryos frozen for 5 years, and after that you can either let nature take its course, or you can donate them to science. There is no embryo donation. It's not legal here. And I asked about that. My husband we asked about freezing a sample ahead of time for him, just to be sure that we will have something on D-Day. But the doctor said consistently he had 6 million, and then on the next semen analysis you have 5 million, so that's more than enough. And they will go ahead, depending on my number. I mean, I asked because they had said this before. Depending on my numbers, like if we have 20 eggs, then they will probably do ICSI with most of them, and IVF with regular IVF with the rest. But if we have 10, 15 eggs, which is what they're aiming at, we're just going to go ahead and do ICSI on all of them. Right? There are lots of things I want to cover, but I'm already at 9 minutes and 20 seconds. So I just wanted to let you know that we are on. Ladies, if you have any wisdom to share regarding the shots and things that you found helped, if you can give me a heads up on what I can expect regarding side effects and all of that, I would be most appreciative. Decapeptyl is kind of like the same as Lupron, just so you know, okay? So any wisdom that you can share or experiences, heads up, I'd be very, very thankful if you could share that with me. All right, you guys, I'm not answering to your comments because my computer is still broken, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Have a good weekend. Bye.